The American Dream, a vision that has inspired generations, a beacon of hope and possibility. It is the idea that anyone, regardless of their background, can achieve success and prosperity through hard work and determination. A potent promise of prosperity and upward mobility. It is the dream of owning a home, building a successful career, and providing a better future for one's children. It is the belief that with enough effort, anything is possible. An ideal deeply etched into the nation's soul. It is celebrated in our culture, our history, and our collective consciousness. From the bustling cities to the quiet towns, the American dream is a thread that weaves through the fabric of our society. Yet beneath this gleaming facade lies a stark reality for many. For every story of success, there are countless others of struggle and hardship. The dream that promises so much can often feel out of reach for those facing economic challenges. A reality where dreams collide with the harsh edges of economic hardship. Families losing their homes, individuals unable to find work, and communities grappling with poverty. The gap between the dream and the reality can be vast and daunting. Millions of Americans navigate a world of hidden struggles, their stories often untold and unseen. They face daily battles with healthcare costs, housing instability, and financial insecurity. These are the silent struggles that many endure, often without recognition or support. This essay delves into the lives of ordinary people grappling with the crushing weight of eviction, healthcare inaccessibility, and relentless financial burdens. We will explore the systemic issues that contribute to these challenges and the impact they have on individuals and families. We will hear their stories, understand their struggles, and examine the systemic issues that perpetuate their hardship. Through personal narratives and expert insights, we aim to shed light on the complexities of these issues and the human experiences behind them. This is not just about individual struggles. It's about a society grappling with fundamental questions of equity, justice, and the true meaning of opportunity. We will look at the broader social and economic factors that shape these experiences and the ways in which they intersect. We will explore the rising tide of activism and community efforts, challenging these injustices. From grassroots movements to organized protests, people are coming together to demand change and to support one another in the face of adversity. We will discuss the urgent need for policy changes and a renewed focus on creating a more equitable society, the role of government, the importance of social safety nets, and the need for comprehensive reforms will be examined as we consider the path forward. Ultimately, this essay is a call to action, urging empathy, understanding, and a commitment to building a future where the promise of the American dream is within reach for all. It is a reminder that while the dream may be elusive for some, it is not unattainable. Together we can work towards a society where everyone has the opportunity to thrive and succeed. Eviction. It's a word that evokes images of court summons and packed boxes, but its impact runs far deeper. It's a word that can shatter lives, disrupt communities, and leave lasting scars on those affected. For families already teetering on the edge, eviction is not just about losing a house, it's about losing stability, security, and hope. It's about the fear of the unknown, the anxiety of not knowing where you'll sleep next, and the heartbreak of leaving behind a place you once called home.
Meet Jessica, a single mother of 2 working as a cashier. She works tirelessly to provide for her children, juggling long hours and the demands of parenthood. When her hours were cut, she fell behind on rent. The bills piled up, and the stress became overwhelming. She tried to stretch every dollar, but it was never enough. Despite picking up extra shifts, she couldn't make ends meet. The exhaustion was palpable, but she kept pushing forward, hoping for a miracle. The eviction notice came, plunging her family into a spiral of uncertainty. The fear of losing their home became a harsh reality, and the future seemed bleak.
Jessica's story is not unique. It's a story shared by countless families across the nation, each facing their own battles against the tide of eviction. In cities across America, families face a similar plight. The struggle to keep a roof over their heads is a daily battle, one that many are losing. The statistics are alarming. Millions evicted each year, disproportionately impacting communities of color and low-income households. These numbers are not just figures. They represent real people, real lives disrupted. Eviction is not just a personal tragedy, it's a national crisis. It's a crisis that affects the very fabric of our society, tearing apart families and communities. It's a crisis fueled by stagnant wages, rising housing costs, and a lack of affordable housing options. The gap between income and housing expenses continues to widen, leaving many with no choice but to face eviction. It's a crisis that demands attention, empathy, and a commitment to finding lasting solutions. We must come together as a society to address this issue, to support those in need, and to advocate for policies that ensure everyone has a safe and stable place to call home. there are glimmers of hope. Community organizations, volunteers, and advocates are working tirelessly to provide support and resources to those affected by eviction. Their efforts are making a difference, but more needs to be done. Lawmakers and community leaders must prioritize affordable housing and enact policies that protect tenants from unjust evictions. It's a complex issue, but with collective effort and determination, we can create a future where eviction is no longer a looming threat. Together, we can build a society where every family has the opportunity to thrive, where no one has to live in fear of losing their home. It's a vision worth striving for, and it's within our reach if we stand united. Access to quality healthcare is a cornerstone of a just society. Yet for many Americans, it remains a distant dream. The cost of healthcare forces impossible choices between health and basic necessities. Mark, a diabetic father, lost his job and health insurance, making insulin unaffordable. He began rationing his medication, risking severe complications. Mark's story highlights a system prioritizing profit over people, leading to heartbreaking situations. This is not just a healthcare crisis, it's a moral crisis. Access to healthcare should be a right, not a privilege. Section 4. Trapped in a cycle when one problem ignites many. The struggles of eviction, healthcare access, and financial instability are not isolated incidents. They are interconnected threads woven into a complex web of hardship. This interconnectedness creates a vicious cycle, making it incredibly difficult for families to break free. Imagine Sarah, a young woman working 2 jobs to support her family. When her child falls ill, she is forced to miss work, leading to lost wages and the risk of eviction. The mounting medical bills push her further into debt, perpetuating the cycle of instability. This interconnectedness highlights the systemic nature of these challenges. It underscores the need for comprehensive solutions that address not just the symptoms, but the root causes of economic inequality. We cannot hope to solve one issue in isolation. A holistic approach is essential for meaningful and lasting change. Section 5. Rising above the power of collective action. Despite these daunting challenges, a spirit of resilience and resistance is growing. Across the nation, individuals and communities are uniting to challenge these injustices and demand a better future. From tenant unions fighting for fair housing policies to healthcare advocates pushing for affordable coverage, a wave of activism is sweeping the nation. Grassroots organizations are providing vital support to those in need, offering legal aid, food assistance, and a sense of community. These acts of solidarity and collective action are a testament to the enduring belief in a more just and equitable society. They offer a beacon of hope, demonstrating the power of ordinary people coming together to create extraordinary change. Section 6. The widening gap, understanding the roots of inequality. To truly address these challenges, we must delve into the root causes. Economic inequality, fueled by systemic biases and policy choices, has created a chasm between the haves and the have-nots. Imagine the economy as a ladder. For decades, the rungs of this ladder have been growing further apart, making it increasingly difficult for those at the bottom to climb up. Stagnant wages, rising costs of living, and limited access to quality education have all contributed to this widening gap. This inequality is not inevitable. It's a result of choices. Choices about how we structure our economy, how we invest in our communities, and how we value different types of work. By understanding the root causes of inequality, we can begin to dismantle the systems that perpetuate it and create a more just and equitable society.